Good morning. So, as you can probably already tell, you're going to notice a lot of changes when it comes to the channel. This is not the video for that. If my audio is a little low in this video, I apologize. I am trying to do this the right way, and I do not have my sound settings complete yet. And everything audio-wise will be remastered anyway. Not in this video, but probably starting with the next, so that I sound better. So this video isn't that video. This video isn't a video to tell you about all the changes that are being made. This video is to talk about a post that I had made on YouTube 2 days ago. I had been predisposed and absolutely did not have the time to be able to sit down and even shoot a quick video for you. So I'm doing that now. 2 days ago, I heard an aircraft fly over, and it's a very unmistakable aircraft, a B-2 bomber. If you've heard one, you'll know what they sound like. To me, it's the lowest, most raunchy rumble of any damn airplane that I have ever heard. It's the deepest, just guttural rumble. Very identifiable by the sound. So we've lived in this location, this particular house, for at least 6 years now. And I've only known B-2s to go over 3 times. Now, mind you, they've probably flown over way more than that, but up at altitude, and we were none the wiser. But 3 times they came low enough for me to hear and know what they were. The first time was the first time I ever saw one in person, where I was out mowing the grass. And it wasn't low, but it wasn't high either. And it was so loud, I couldn't even hear the lawnmower running. I mean, it was loud. And I looked up, and there it was, a B-2. I thought that was the most cool thing. There were several people in the town that saw it that day, and there were several pictures shared and all that. It's pretty cool. I even mentioned it on the show, as a matter of fact, like way back when it happened. Well, the second time that I heard B-2s in the area was when we hit Iran. And then when I heard them 2 days ago, I figured we were probably going to hit Iran. Well, to my knowledge, we have not. Also, yesterday, it would appear that Trump was kind of walking back his statement of hitting Iran. Now, was that just a distraction, a deflection, or whatever you want to call it? Maybe. He did that before. That's what he did before when he hit him. Or was something else in play this time, and Trump decided he'd probably be wise not to try to make that move. What am I talking about? What do I mean? Well, you've heard of Russia's S-400 system. It's not so much capable anymore as it was. The S-500s are very capable, but there is a newer system that's been out for a little while that doesn't get talked about, and that's the S-550. And from my understanding, and I've got a pretty good source on this, we don't have an invisible aircraft to the F-550. We just don't. Sorry, I'm going to try to think to look at you, the camera. I'm used to looking. I'm actually looking at me on the screen when I talk, but I need to get used to looking at you. It's going to take a little while for me to get used to it, so my apologies. So anyway, I kind of suspect that maybe Trump was let known that they were being tracked the entire time. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. As far as, I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. The propaganda out there right now is so thick. So thick. And they're doing everything they can to distract. They're everything they can. This whole Minnesota ice thing is a big distraction. Big distraction. Listen, I keep trying to tell people this, but you have to want to know the truth. That's all I can do. I can only offer the truth. I can't make you take it. You have to accept it. And many people, in order to do that, are going to have to accept that maybe things aren't as they seem. I've got one question for anybody that wants to keep throwing how great of a job Trump is doing. Because when I look at it, and I look at all the things he talked about during his campaign, he's really only done one. And that's immigration. Plain and simple. Prices have not gone down. People's lives have not gotten easier. There's not more jobs, regardless of the claims they want to make. Any new jobs there are, of course, entry level, no pay, those aren't jobs. He is, to be real honest, been a catastrophic failure when you compare what he's done versus what he said he was going to do. He turned around and attacked his own supporters, his own base, the very people that voted to put him in office because he was going to do something about the Epstein case. And now, all they use the Epstein case for is distraction. They're never going to get to the bottom of that with you. And that's because who's behind it and what it was for. Sorry, truth is not going to leave the chat. Not here. Never, ever gonna happen. Not here. There's a gazillion prepper channels out there that you can go watch, or news channels, even though the preppers are doing more news than the news channels. There's a gazillion of those channels out there where you can get lied to your heart's content. But the truth of the matter is, and I challenge anybody that wants to just valiantly hold up the Trump flag. Who were the very first two people that Trump had introduced to the American people after he took office this last time? Peter Thiel and Larry Ellison. You know all those data centers that people are raising hell about because they're trying to put them into these nice little small towns and screw up the water, screw up the energy prices and everything else? Yeah. That would be Larry Ellison. Peter Thiel is a Palantir. I mean, what more can you say? Palantir. So, the very first two people that Trump thought was the most important to introduce you to are the people that are putting in the surveillance state. And it's all ties into the flock camera system and the whole 9 yards. You can go look up this stuff. It's not hidden. People they're being led by the nose on such a level that is astonishing. You can go find all this information. It's not hidden. Nothing I say cannot be confirmed. Folks, all I can say is eyes to see and ears to hear. I have locked down some answers now as far as biblical questions, biblical ponderings. I can tell you undoubtedly who it is that introduces the beast, and now I can identify the beast. The 7 faces, however, is going to be representative of 7 nations. Okay? I haven't worked on the 10 horns thing, to be honest, yet. But I'm working on it, I'm praying on it, and I'm asking the Father to give me some guidance. But I can tell you the 7 faces of the beast will be 7 nations. I can tell you that the beast has been introduced to us. That's what happened on Inauguration Day. I can also tell you that just because that has happened doesn't mean that you're already involved with the beast. How do you know if you're involved with the beast? Pull out your ID. Do you see a gold star on it? Yes? You've gotten on the bus. You don't have a gold star on it? Good. Keep it that way. At all costs. Keep it that way. And this is why my content moving forward will be scripted. Because everything that I have just said is true and important for you to know. But I guarantee you that I didn't put it out in a manner that is inviting, interesting, or something that most people would listen to. So I'm going to work on fixing that. Bear with me while I do. Eyes open, folks. Eyes open. Don't get fooled. I hope you have a great day. I hope to see you soon. Shalom.